Okay, so we're ready. So kindly excused. Dear devotees, we said actually to everybody who's here, and Rupanuga Prabhu just joined us. So to all here, we've given a little individual mention. Happy to see you all, happy to be with you all. And here, but sit closer together, at least so you're not far away. Here we've got Anu Krishna Devirasi here, Leela Shakti Devirasi here from Brazil. And they've been on our back to basics before, but also regularly in the Brazilian Zooms, Saturday Zooms. So we are here at the end of the official festival, as it were, the official kind of arranged itinerary of the programs in Thailand, which was centered around Kārtik, but centered around Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj's Sri Vyasa Puja, which was on Wednesday. So we are here. We're in the rice fields. If I turn this around, then you can see the deities, means it's the photos of the deity in Navadip, Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sunda. And we're on this platform, which they've called for the festival, the Kirtan Shala. And you can see it's in the rice fields. And a beautiful place. And the way I'm looking here is towards more or less the east. And we see the sunrise in the morning. And before sunrise, then we are here and we chant gently Samsara Davanala Lida Loka, including the last verse, Srimad Gororashtakameta Ruchaya, which is indicating one who chants that during the Brahma Muhurta, then they will get all great benefit. So it is very suitable place for singing the right songs at the right time. And then either Udila Aruna Purabhavage, as the sun is, the light is coming, as the light of dawn is entering, Vibhavari Shesha, Shri Hari Vasari, different songs we can sing at that time early in the morning. But we're with a wonderful group of devotees, and some of you, I know, maybe all of you, I do not know, have been watching on Facebook and Instagram, various places that I'm not sure where it's all posted, but I know the devotees using the social media are keeping the world informed. So from our side to you all, first of all, our obeisances, and we'll do a mini Vandanam with the Vandeham, and we'll actually give obeisances to each other first, because it feels like we're coming together with you now. So obeisances, then Vandeham, Om Gyan and Namo Mahavaranyaya to Mahaprabhu. Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitang Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savarutam Parijana Sahitan Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitanscha. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Parayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratuje Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Shivas Ari Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So a big welcome to you all, and a big welcome to Dana K, who joined us. We just saw Dana where we are sitting here. We're sitting with two Brazilian young ladies, and Leela Shakti Devi Dasi, Anu Krishna Devi, and we're seated in front of the altar of Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sunda, their photo, here in Thailand. As you know, the festival was taking place, and the festival officially is over, but We are simply living an ordinary, a normal temple life that the devotees who are still here, and they're probably around 25 or 30 still here. I don't know the exact figure, but still we are continuing as we would do in the temple in Navadip. A festival is over, but it doesn't mean the program stopped. And so morning program, and then offering at lunchtime, then evening program, and doing various things in the day. So the festival is over in one sense, but every day is a festival in Sri Chaitanya Saraswati. So continuing steadily. And today, several devotees are going. 2 already left. Our host of the Back to Basics, actually, Praneshwari Devi Rasi, as we speak, she is in the sky. She's close to God. She sent me a message from the airport when they're just about to board the aeroplane. So she's flying now on her way to India, to Vrindavan, Govardhan, and what other places. I heard Jaipur and Kurukshetra maybe. So we'll get news from her. Hopefully on the next Back to Basics, we'll get some touch of what's taking place in India. But we are living, trying to live the life of India, the clean India, not the India of, the general Hinduism or general rituals of India, but we're trying to lead the life of what is really the essence of all the teachings that India professes to follow through its many, many different temples and different ideas and philosophies and yogis and saints and yoga schools, this, that, and the other. So many different variety, but what is the purpose of it all? What is the conclusion? Such as when Maharaj Parikshit, when he was going to die within 7 days, and he called all the different heads of the yogi departments there. But what's the conclusion of your teaching? We have very little time to live. He had 7 days to live, but we don't know if we have 7 days even. Nothing is sure. And what is the conclusion? What should we be doing? So that has been given to us cleanly and clearly by Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And so here in the ashram, ashram Govinda farm here, then throughout the festival, we're following as cleanly and happily these teachings, and continuing to do so for as long as devotees are here. Whether I am here or not, then it's the rule of the house, basically. Something like Italy. Those of you who've been to the ashram in Italy, the rule of the house is, okay, you all are welcome, but all must attend morning program, evening program, take prasad together, and do some seva, do something useful. And it's a happy recipe. And Goswami Maharaj, again, yesterday, we were all with Goswami Maharaj yesterday, and he was very generous with his time and with his expression. And maybe it was just afterwards when Parananda was there, but Goswami Maharaj yesterday saying, actually, we tend to make Krishna consciousness very complicated with so many things, so many, what we're going to do with ashrams and this and that and the other. But he said, essentially, what do we need for a program? Very simple. It's Kirtan, Harikatha, and Prasadam. So yesterday itself, Goswami Maharaj was talking on that theme, that actually our Krishna consciousness is so sweet and simple. Only we need Kirtan, Harikatha, Krishna Katha, and Prasadam. And here on Zoom, we can sort of do Kirtan when we've got enough devotees around to play the mridanga, kartals, and sing. We can actually do some Kirtan, and we can do Harikatha. But the Prasadam Seva, that's a difficult one. This morning we were with Australia by Zoom and connection with Australia. And they were preparing lunch. So it was going to be their lunch time. It was 6 o'clock here and 10 o'clock there. Right. So, but they were cooking. They were doing the preparation. So we're together with them, and with a nice group of devotees in Australia, and on Gurudev's veranda. We love being on Gurudev's veranda. Wherever he is, wherever Gurudev was, and those verandas, we feel very much at home. And we were with the devotees there, very sweetly, very happily, and then ending the Zoom, then saying, okay, I'd love to come and accept your invitation for prasadam. Now we can go through, do the Bhoga Arti, and then do prasadam. But by Zoom, we haven't quite managed how to do that yet. You can hear the birds?
Yes. You can hear them.
Krishna, Krishna, it's Hari Katha you're meant to do, not just talk to each other. Okay. Hare Krishna. And here also, by the way, in the morning, then there is some dawn chorus, but not at the moment, not very loud. I've heard it here much louder. You know, when like half an hour or so before it gets light, the birds start waking up and start talking with each other. And here some birds are doing, but I've known it here to be louder. And these birds also, they make noise in the morning, and the cockerel, cock-a-doodle-doo, we hear from around and about. But in Australia, they have kookaburras. And I don't think we've been in Australia while doing the back to basics, but we've done Zooms from Australia, or we've done that time maybe Skype or WhatsApp or something from Australia. And the morning waking up, the morning chorus in Australia, where the Dham is, Govinda Dham, can be very noisy because they have these birds called kookaburras, and they're noisier than these fellows here. They're very noisy. But it's nature's way. It's nature's way of also waking everybody up. It's time to get up. But what do we do when we wake up? We don't just make the sound like the kookaburra and the birds. We need to make the sound of chanting Krishna's name. So from beginning of the day to the end of the day, to be Krishna Nam centered. Anyhow, here we have some messages in the chat box, and the messages are Govinda, Govinda. Okay, yes, and definitely hear the birds. My friend Ankit is joining us, I believe. Okay, Chintamani. So maybe, yes, I don't know if anybody's in the waiting list. Your friend Ankit. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, here is Ankit, I see. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Happy to hear Hare Krishna from your voice.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. An honor to be here.
All right. So here we are. We've just completed a week-long or 8-day-long festival or so. So let us ask to Leela Shakti Devi Rasi to say a few words, because she's here, and so she can share something of the flavor and of the goings on here in Govinda Farm. So first of all, to Leela Shakti, a few words to everybody. And you probably know everybody pretty much. And our new friend, Ankit, who's joined us.
Dandavad. I'm only doing as you were because I'm so shy. Well, it's really special to be here around such great devotees, and it has been really inspiring. I get like speechless because I've been feeling a lot, just like a lot of feelings, and we reflect a lot. And I just hope to be in their hearts and somehow be able to serve the Vaishnavas and get their mercy. Well, I don't know. I just want to take all that we are living here. I want to be able to keep that at home, and want to be able to keep this fire like in my heart. Yeah, I don't like have much to say. I'm just feeling a lot. Yeah, if you guys have any question, I'll be glad like try to answer about things around here.
Sevarupa has a question, no doubt.
I think Dandavats. I think I've been thinking of you constantly, and just what, like every moment that I see you on online in the classes and that I've been logging on to, I was like, oh, there you are. You're sending you're doing a garland. Yeah, honoring you. I just, like, my heart's been with you, I think, this whole trip, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to hear just how. But I understand that feeling. It's just like, it's all internal. You don't know how to express it. You're just like in awe and reverence, and it's so amazing, like everyone around you. And I'm just, yeah, so happy that you are so blessed to be there. And it's the first time you're meeting Gurudev. So yes, maybe you can also tell us a bit of that.
Well, it is really, really, really awesome to meet like Gurudev in person. Can you just like?
Okay, I'll go somewhere. Okay.
No. Yeah, because it's like, oh, his energy, his presence is so inspiring, so amazing. He's like so steady, so humble, and it's just awesome. Like the energy he emanates. I don't know if this.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's very different from like just a Zoom class when you just watch the little window for like an hour or so, and then you go back and you have to do your daily thing. You got your kids, you got your family. Yes, but to be engaged, like,
you know, like hugging him and keeping him forever. Yeah,
I understand.
it's a blessing. It's really a blessing. And all the great devotees that are here, I've been like participating through Zoom and looking them and staying with them just like for an hour, a couple of days, and it's so amazing, like to hear from them and to hear about Shila Govinda Maharaj, Shila Guru Maharaj. You can really feel it, you know, in person. It's really, really special. Like, Sevarupa Didi, you're in my heart as well, you know. All of you, you're all with us here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Leela Shakti also, she's left behind her 4-year-old child and her husband to come here. And I think maybe the first time ever to make such a sacrifice. So it's all very much appreciated. And we pray that all these hours and days, all of this will be kept forever, not a temporary program.
And it's not a sacrifice at all to be around you all and to be here. It's not a sacrifice at all. I wish they were here with me.
Actually, online, I think some other clips and things from our programs, because we really do have wonderful devotees. And actually, your husband and daughter can be here with you just by you sharing the whole program. And I mean, really, we have devotees. First of all, we got Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj here. We got Kumkum Devi Rasi from way back when, from those early days. Kumkum Dasi. We have Sri Lekha. We have so many who've come from like the earlier generations, as well as the generations coming from Srila Gurudev, the older section there. Means Dibya Shakti, Bhakti Lalita Devi Dasi, and then Paramananda Prabhu himself, and so many devotees. Sudarshan Prabhu, born in devotee family in the West. His parents were devotees, and then he's born into a devotee family. And so we've been sharing lots of things from the recent past, the middle past, and the past, but very much keeping it all in the present. So it's been wonderful for everybody. And it's association. This is the main thing. And here, Anu Krishna Devi Rasi, they've both been participating, as has everyone, but these two, they've come all the way from Brazil and they haven't stopped since they've been here. Full of service, They see what needs to be done and they do it. They're not sitting and say, okay, I was asked to do that and now sitting down quietly. They see what needs to be done. And really, they are two of three of the youngest devotees who are here. Another one is Jai Gauranga Prabhu, who's come from New Zealand, serving in the Australia temple. But they're all very young compared to the devotees who are here. So they've been really dropped into some quite senior association here at the Thai retreat. So I don't know if you feel out of your depth sometimes, but it's a wonderful opportunity for you. So here's Anu Krishna to share a few things with you.
Oh, well, Dhanavad Pranams to all. I remember the first time that I was seeing Srila Bhaktiranjan Madhusudan Maharaj lectures, like meetings. And once he invited Chaitanya Moy to speak, and she appeared here and she said, I'm sorry for speaking, for taking your precious time with him. So I didn't understand it when she said it. And now I say like, I'm sorry for speaking, taking your precious time on hearing him. But he is such a great person. He truly give honor to us to have the honor to speak here for you. So it is an honor to be here with him and here with you all. And I was talking to Lila Moy yesterday, and I said that what I want most at this moment is that him and everyone here and my family and my dearest ones to feel what I'm feeling here, because it's everything so great. I just wanted to meet my Gurudev, but I met all the movie stars here. It's a great meeting. So they are all here, all the rock stars. And actually they, I was talking to Mohananda, and he said that we coming here is like a flower in a desert. We need just one drop, and we go back to Brazil, and we can spring, not florescer, we can blossom once we go back, and that's what I hope to do. But I didn't receive just one drop. I got a big wave in my head. I'm all soaked, I'm all wet. I've been crying these days. I feel honored, and I feel what have I done to deserve it? It's not a matter of deserving. It's a matter of mercy. And thank God, thank Krishna for being here, to receiving this mercy of being with my Gurudeva and Lila Shakti and everyone here, the great Vaishnavas. And serving is the least thing I can do. It's the minimum. So it is really nourishing, and I'm happy, and I wish you all to feel what I'm feeling here, because it's truly great. Thank you very much. Dhanavat pranams. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai. And yesterday evening, then there is one quite famous family, and the mother is Sri Lekha, and the son is Sudarshan Prabhu. But he's born into a devotee family. At the time, they're already devotees when born. But then his wife is Rai Kishori. She's also born in a devotee family. And yesterday evening, so today they're leaving. They're going because everybody has to end a festival at some point. The festival has to end at some point, and they're family people with their business and responsible. So yesterday evening, right here, then we were kind of reflecting on things that took place. And one observation Rai made, she said, and every day some highlight, and she pointed out the questions and answers sessions or a time that we had with the different devotees. And she said, and the questions and answer section with Sri Lekha and Kumkum, like two of the most senior devotees here from Srila Prabhupada's time. Blessed by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Gurudev. And these bright, little elderly ladies, of course, by now little elderly, but so bright. And they're talking about so many things throughout these years. And Rai Kishori said, and I looked around the room, and there was not one dry eye in the whole. It wasn't not a room also, it's a veranda called the Bamboo House veranda. And she said, He looked around and there was not one dry eye, like everybody was completely touched, and including Sri Lanka, who's very famous for having wet eyes. So Sri Lanka and Kumkum, they also like fully tearful, and I mean, so wonderful to keep alive, as we're always saying, not to lose into them as just something that happened in history, not to lose the times of savor, of association, of savor and association too, with Srila Prabhupada, with Guru Maharaj, with Gurudev. So it's been a very sweet time. Anu Krishna mentioned about we're with all the rock stars. Well, 3 years, or maybe is it 4 years ago? I'm not sure. But actually, I was seeing what was, who was here. And I thought, actually, maybe 4 years ago, we went with a bus and a trailer. We went on a tour of Eastern Australia, down from the Gold Coast and that side, all the way down to Sydney and through Canberra and Melbourne, all these places which sound exotic, but they are just filled with birth, death, old age, and disease. Anyway, we went on a tour with a bus and a trailer, all equipped for cooking, so that we could do kirtan, we could do harikatha, and we could do prasad distribution. And we were kind of remembering, not in the program just then, but we were remembering about that tour, and how also here is Sumangala, and I think she has 10 children. I'm not sure if she's kept count of how many she's got, but she's got a lot of kids. It could even be 11. I don't think it's 12. But anyway, she got lots of kids. And just as we were going out, starting on that tour, then one of her daughters, maybe 17, 18 years old, one of her daughters, then she was just at Govinda Dham, the temple from where we are starting out. And then she saw us all going. And then she said, oh, I want to come too. Can I come? And we said, how can you come? We're leaving right now. And then she called up her mum, who's Sumangala, and she said, and asked, oh, is it okay if I come? And then Sumangala said, well, can you go? What about your school and everything? And anyway, she said, yes, she can go. And so with nothing, I mean, she just got some sari or something from the local devotees in the temple. And she jumped on the bus and she came with us for, I think it was a 3-week tour. It was about 3 weeks, just spontaneously getting on the bus and coming along. That was Abhinava Sundar, Kalikadambanana, Sudarshan Prabhu, his wife, his wife, 3 children, son, 2 daughters, and then the daughter of Sumangala and myself. And we went on a tour, and we did as much Sankirtan as possible. We had pre-arranged places where like bookings for where their local places are doing advertising, pre-arranged places for doing lectures and talks in colleges, in schools, in eco environments, things like this. We did various things, and including doing Harinam Sankirtan in Sydney beside the Opera House, the very famous Opera House in Sydney, before we got ejected by the security. But even the security, they were very kind. Not only kind, because they told you can't do it. You can't do it. You have to. So we'd already been doing it. So they gave us a bit of time. But then to show you how kind and sympathetic they were, we wanted a group photo, and the very security man who was like kicking us out, sending us out, he took the photo, so he took the photo of that. So, we somehow or another, the holy name and the devotees, seeing the devotees, and people can't understand why they're happy, because, everyone's got their ego in the world and they're all trying to do something and they're struggling in some way or another. But then you see the devotees, and there's something there. And I know it from before I was a devotee, and I saw the devotees in the street. And I did. I definitely had some question mark. What are they doing? It's not anything normal in this world. It's not an ordinary sight to see devotees going down the street and chanting. And then you think, what are they doing? Why are they doing it? And in our early days, and we would see the devotees and think, oh, they're all so young, the young people they're taking and brainwashing them or something. But people can't get that impression now because so many of us, we're so old and we're going down the street doing Harinam Sankirtan. And some young ones as well, but so many of our generation were still singing in the streets, so many years onwards. And Goswami Maharaj has been very generous with his time, and he's here and at the farm. Bhakti Lalita, famous Bhakti Lalita, she is here. And Gurudev, we all always felt Gurudev's presence and still feel his presence here. This is a special place. In India, when it was becoming difficult for hosting many devotees in our ashrams, and sometimes it's very noisy and it's not difficult, it's not easy to capture the sweetness of the Krishna, gentle behavior when there's so much craziness going on around. Those who've been in Vrindavan in festival time, Navadip in festival time, giant loudspeakers, lots of things going on. And to be able to capture the gentle side, then in India itself, we've looked for finding places. And Keshavananda Prabhu knows Naveen Krishna, those of you who know Naveen Krishna in Vrindavan temple. We ourselves, we've gone searching for a suitable place, which is actually we searched in Rishikesh and also around Govardhan, different places. But searching for a suitable place where we can have a gathering of our devotees, where they can be our devotees together, not having to compete against loudspeakers and bap, 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 the horns of cars and all sorts of things. And without distractions, without having all those fancy shops just around the corner selling ice cream and other things, pizza, oh dear. Anyway, we were looking to find something, and a little bit found, but not ideal. But really, I felt during this festival that what we were searching for in India, then the devotees here, Paramananda Prabhu and his wife, Krishna Priya, they have made that kind of facility right here in Thailand. And so, by name, it's not India, it's Thailand. But actually, it's all, if you see a map, is connected to Bengal. We're about 1,000 kilometers from Navadip, which is not very far. I think that's nearer than Delhi. I mean, Delhi to Navadip or Vrindavan to Navadip is more than 1,000 kilometers. Anyway, that same kind of a distance. And you see, we're in a very gentle area, and you've not heard one horn of a car, you've not heard any loudspeakers blasting away. And they've made accommodation, which is very suitable, so that the devotees are getting, nice accommodation in a way that they are feeling at home, feeling without difficulty of the environment. This is the point. So without having to struggle with the environment, be able to be around Harikatha. Harikatha, Kirtan, and in the way that Guru Maharaj and Gurudev gave us in Navadip. And Manasa Krishna came, a dear devotee of Gurudev, dear in the sense, Gurudev liked his singing and would call him to sing the kirtans. He sings in very nice Bengali style way, and Gurudev appreciated that. And hearing him, we become very soft-hearted, remembering our time with Gurudev and the chanting, the singing, the kirtan, etc. So, step by step. And here's Muktinath Prabhu, who's been so many places in the world, and he's been in so many festivals, Veda life style festivals, etc. And here he is in the Govinda farm. And maybe Muktinath Prabhu likes to share a few words. He's a man of few words, but we hope we can draw something from him. Muktinath Prabhu.
Dandavad, dear devotees, my obeisances to you. Yes, here is
Speak loud or come nearer.
Govinda Farm Festival. Very sweet and so much impressed me, and senior devotees, absolutely fantastic association. So yes, everything was organized high level. Paramananda Prabhu, Krishna Priya Devidasi, and many devotees also. Devotees help. Fantastic festival. Many classes with very heart-to-heart and sincere talks. So you can find also in Instagram all that classes.
Do you know the name of the Instagram?
Yes, the name of the Instagram is Govinda Farm Festival with down like line between words. How to say?
Underscore. Govinda underscore
farm underscore festival.
Okay.
Yes. So it's easy to find in Instagram. So everything there, many things there. So highly recommended. Yes, to find something you will find. So yes, here is a heavenly planet in Thailand, and it's more like heavenly with devoted, because I mean, when I went questions and answer in a bamboo, it was like location bamboo house. Every day senior Vaishnavas gave talks, so it was I feel that in the scriptures Vaishnavas come from different places to talks about, to give Harikatha, talks about spiritual things. So, and now also, as in India, in airport, they say like Viman, they even airplanes called Viman in India, Viman. So many Vaishnavas comes by Vimans to the festival as in scriptures, and gave very sincere and direct Harikatha. Nothing, I mean, just heart to heart. So what can I say more? Sorry. My obeisances to everyone who was in a festival, who was in a Zoom, who was on Instagram. Thank you to you all.
Hare Krishna. So from all planets, then devotees arrive for the festival. And it feels like that in some way. And I see there's a question from Priyanana. She's asking who organized the tour. So I think you're referring to the tour in Australia, the East and Southern Australia.
Yes, Maharaj. She said it was all pre-arranged and booked. So who was the man?
This was the efficiency, the hidden talents of our very quiet Abhinava Sundar Prabhu and Kelly Kadamba and David Asi. And really, they're both efficient. They're both professional people. They're very organized, and they do it. Anyway, they're very organized persons. And they not only did the pre-arrangement in that sense, then it was Abhinava Sundar and a devotee, another dear devotee who didn't come with us because he was fully engaged, because he's got his own duties, farm and everything in Australia. But a devotee called Jagannath Prabhu, who, if any of you would meet him, you would love him from the first moment. He's just absolutely a natural devotee. You could just feel it from him from the moment you meet him. And he's just clean, honest, sweet. And you know, Guru Maharaj explains about Namaha when we're giving obeisances, no ego. He's that nature. no ego. You just don't feel that there's any like assertion from him at all. But he's eager to assist the devotees. He just wants to help the devotees. So this devotee Jagannath, he helped considerably to build a purpose-built trailer from a flat chassis. They built it with the kitchen, and then how to store the tents, how to store the cooking utensils, how to store the books, because we're doing book distribution. They made promotion, banners and various things like this. So it was a team effort, but it was Abhinava Sundar and Kelly Kadamba who made that arrangement and invited us to come. And it all coincided because Sudarshan Prabhu just lost his job. So normally regular people would take that, oh dear, I lost my job. But instead Sudarshan Prabhu said, well, before I get my next job, I'm going to do something with my freedom. And so we had a desire long ago, actually, for Sudarshan Prabhu and myself, us two and others who joined, but to preach in Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake City is a valley. It's not just one place. And to like do a tour there, because we're different people, but between us, hopefully, we feel that we could reach a lot of people's hearts, because he's very practical and he's a family man, and he can give so much life experience. And I may not be so practical, and I'm not a family man, and I can only give some other experience. But between us, we can go along, so bounce things off each other. And so anyway, we made this tour, and then it was with also Rai Kishori, who was very perfect for preaching. For preaching means sharing with the new people, and she's like a teenager by able to talk teenage language. But she's a mother of 3 children and a professional lady. And so, it was a good team. And then, Abhinava and Kelly, they're both very quiet, but they're both capable. And then, anyway, it was a good time. What can I say? So they are in the group here, and Sumangala, whose daughter came with us. And, this way, we feel very much at home. And all the devotees we know for years. And for myself, how I first know all of the devotees who are here is from Navadip, from coming to Srila Gurudev's lotus feet, and Sri Lekha and Kumkum with her husband also, and Sri Lekha with her husband also, coming to Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. I know them from Guru Maharaj's time. So anyway, very wonderful. And you can say the essence of this is, we're sort of a little bubbling over because we've been so happy hearing from each of the devotees, trying to draw life experience from each devotee. And wonderful things. And devotees who live here in Chiang Mai and who sort of live on the outside and coming and visiting, they're so much nourished. So the basic message we're giving is sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha. To have association with devotees, we must always try for that. And association means not just to be, somewhere near them or something, but to be sharing and hearing. And as we hear the 4 key verses, the 4 seed verses of Bhagavad Gita, the second one is that verse. It says, Machita Madgata Prana Bodhayantas Parasparam Katayantas Chamam Nityam Tushyanti Charamanti Cha. They get great joy. The devotees get great joy and happiness, sharing with each other their experiences of coming to Krishna, discussing about the Lord, discussing the Lord's glories. And it's there. Krishna says it, and if we can get that association to be in that sharing environment, it is very healthy for us. So as Anu Krishna Didi was saying, as also Leela Shakti Didi is saying, we hope that you can all feel something. We also want to share with you. We want to share with you that you also feel something that we are feeling in the association of the devotees. And Dibya Shakti, old-timer speaker. I mean, old-timer, sorry, Divya. She's been around a few years. She'll admit it herself. And, so heartily sharing with the devotees too. And I see Shiva Dandi Maharaj under the code name of SCSM 360 joined us. Maharaj was here at the beginning. Now he is somewhere in India at a holy place probably. Maharaj, where are you in India? Dandavat from myself and from us all.
Dandavat Maharaj, Dandavat Shilamasud Maharaj, Dandavat all the Vaishnavas, Makhinath Prabhu, Hidashakti and Krishna indeed. Dandavat. Happy to see you again. We are now in Mayapur. In Mayapur, it's very closely with Yoga Pith and Sri Chaitanya Madhav, Srila Saraswati Thakur. And this time, this side is ISKCON, Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir, and Samadhi Mandir of Srila Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada. These same holy places, Srila Masud Maharaj was leading us around for several years ago. I remember this time, and I remember with such enthusiasm Srila Masud Maharaj speak us about glories of holy names. And Srila Madhud Maharaj, Srila Tirtha Maharaj, so many Vaishnavas, so many senior Vaishnavas was leading us through the holy places in Navadvip Dham. The Godrumadvip and Champahata and so many, Suvarna Vihar and so many other beautiful places. Starting from, and starting point was our Madh in Koladvip, Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Madh. And Srila Masud Maharaj was leading. He was showing us the museum of Gurudev and centennial memorial and house of Srila Guru Maharaj, and not Mandir, and so many places around this holy in Navadvip, our Madh. Unfortunately, we cannot maybe so easily now to go to our main Madh in Navadvip, but this Madh is always in our hearts. The first that I have remembered when I came is our parikrama from Navadvip parikrama from our Madh and Navadvip, and our beautiful deities and Samadhi of Guru Maharaj and Samadhi of Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, the temple of union and separation, and temple of love and affection, all those beautiful places. So I think about it every moment when I hear. And actually, it's I feel it's our real home. And I want to visit this place, maybe not physically, but in my heart, in our hearts. The discussion Guru Maharaj, Guru Dev, the history of our mission, the Amyasin Prabhu rent this place for us is a very kind Vaishnava. His nature is care about Vaishnavas. Amyasin Prabhu made so many arrangements for many Vaishnavas already. From
where is Amir Sindhu Prabhu? Because I see he's just joined us on the screen.
He is hiding. He is hiding.
Amir Sindhu is hiding. Well. Okay.
Dandavat Maharaj, Dandavat.
Actually, I'm surprised you're there. I thought I was going to hear that you're on the other side of the country.
No, I'm always somewhere around.
But Radha Sundari, she went over to Vrindavan, no?
No, she is also here. She is also like another room. Everybody is having like a separate room.
Okay. I got wrong information. So anyway, no problem.
No, Iravati, Radha Sundari's mother, she's in Vrindavan. He's in
Okay.
Vrindavan. We have very big group in Vrindavan. Devotees also very happy there, talking, calling us, sending photos. So we're all in touch, and many thinking to come to Mayapur now also. So it's a Kārtik time. So not only Vrindavan busy, now also Mayapur is also very busy. It's very interesting to see how before we were like, it's a big place here, but we pretty much knew everybody, maybe like 1,000 people here, like, but we know everybody. But now so many new people in the street, so many new people in the street, and interesting to see how now we're like locals now, and we can see these people came recently, they look different, they talk different. So it's very interesting festival time. And so many people, because now this pandemic time is kind of like over, and the big flow of devotees coming, and very difficult to find apartments now. Many devotees want to come, but we cannot find so many apartments going just like this. So I'm all day negotiating, trying to find some place, and now morning time I'm already going to book some apartments. So devotees from Vrindavan also many coming to Mayapur for winter, and I'm very happy to do this. Like Maharaj was saying, that I'm doing some arrangements, so I'm very happy with that, and very happy to have finally some team here now, because now we like having some dinner together, some prasadam together, and a little bit like some communities coming, so we help each other, and a little like this extended family feeling is coming, and I feel very happy about it, and I'm very happy that Maharaj came and joined us, and I feel this is very positive and very inspiring, and I feel a lot of spiritual support from Maharaj presence also, because my nature is I always try to do something and I forget about spiritual things. But with Maharaj, I feel like I'm doing some.
You better remember Krishna.
Yes, and he's remembering Krishna for me. Anyway, I cannot say many things, but I'm very happy. I was actually setting up a Zoom for my son, because I want my son to join me. So
wonderful for us also.
Always inspiration, always inspiration.
We have a touch of Navadip, touch of Mayapur with your presence there. So have special festival days, appreciate the devotees. Because again, this is a message there from Mayapur, that devotees are coming, everyone's getting energy, and we need that association. And whether it is Zoom or whether it's physically, we accept what comes along. And you see, we never met also for Lila Shakti and for Anu Krishna. We've not met directly before, but when we meet here, we already know each other. But the difference is we can take prasadam together.
Yes. Yes, that's very special, actually. Only yesterday I realized. Yesterday evening time I went and brought some sabji and roti sabji. Oh, and we forgot milk also. We're getting some milk from the holy cows of Mayapur. Yeah. So we had like very traditional Bengali dinner, and I was feeling, oh, this is very special, actually.
We have Navadip's Gopal here. Gopal, who was born just down the road from Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. I mean, literally, he's a Dham Basi. He's born in the Dham. And he's here cooking. And the simple Bengali cooking is like everything. That's all we need. You don't need a big drama. And he does so well, and everyone's satisfied. And Gopal looks very satisfied too.
Yes, I can see by photos also. He's very happy.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah. We all do, because Gopal is our very big friend also. So we all by hearing like his voice every time, like on the video, hearing his voice, when say, oh, Gopal is very happy.
And Guru Maharaj told that one definition of a Vaishnava is a Vaishnava is somebody who makes a Vaishnava happy. So if we know somebody who's a devotee and that person makes them happy, then we can think, okay, that person who makes them happy, he is a Vaishnava or she is a Vaishnava. So when we mention Gopal's name, everybody lightens up and brightens up. Oh, Gopal. And by the way, yesterday we have three brahmacharis here. We have two brahmacharis from Salt Lake City, now named Sweet Lake City by Munindra Mohan Prabhu in Italy. But we have two brahmacharis, and one Ramasundar Prabhu. He had some duty in the temple, in Gupta Govardhan temple, which is an hour and a half's drive away. So he's not been here throughout the festival days. We only saw him when the day that we were all able to go there for Srila Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. But yesterday, Ramasundar, he came back here to the farm. He got released from his duty there, and he came here to the farm. And everybody who saw him, they're all, Jai Ramasundar, Jai Ramasundar. And because like, he's so energetic, he's a willing, happy, eager devotee who wants to do something all the time. And when I saw everyone's reaction to him, I thought, yes, here's Guru Maharaj's description of a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava is somebody who makes a Vaishnava happy. And like universally, after having his brief association, then he was doing service there. When he's come back, universally, all of the devotees were so happy to see him. So I thought, okay, this Ramasundar, he just may be a Vaishnava. Hare Krishna. Okay, Ramasundar, he's nowhere near. And Guru Maharaj also told, a servitor is welcome everywhere. One who's coming to give is welcome everywhere. And actually this festival here, we can say everyone's coming to give. There's no like freeloaders or, kind of any strange thing going on. Everyone's coming to give. They're coming to give association, to share association. They've been devotees for years. Paramananda since he was 14 years old. And Sudarshan, Rai Kishori since they're born. So, and what to speak, and then other devotees for so many years. So devotee family get together. And now in Mayapur also this is happening, in Govardhan this is happening. So it is very super opportunity. So I think the theme today is the living vitality in Vaishnava association. And I think that next week we'll be able to hear too from Praneshwari Devi Dasi. And we'll get the next installment because she's now, she's still in the sky. I think she lands after another 45 minutes or so. So we'll get the next installment of Sadhu Sangar and pilgrimage, etc. from her too. I don't know. Nirupama, was it your birthday? She's not going to confess.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, it was your birthday. Okay, everybody give their good wishes to Nirupama. Nirupama, happy birthday. Seems like you have a lot of birthdays, Nirupama. Anyway, it's a good opportunity to get blessings from the devotees.
Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama Nirupama, Hare Rama to you.
Well, believe it or not, that's a Russian language song, and they use English words in their Russian language song. It's only the Russians and Ukrainians, the Latvians, it's only from them I hear this song at the time of birthdays. So there we are. But it is full of good wishes, Nirupama.
Thank you.
Missing you all there. Hope you're all being good as gold while I'm away. Are you being as good as gold? You're nodding your head because you don't have your microphone on. Microphone. Always good. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So dear devotees, a bit of an informal gathering this time. but happily informal, but happily sharing. And I think all of us want to share something of being with the devotees. And for us, for all of us too, it's a relief after COVID, because we were traveling, we had that chance before. After the whole COVID thing, it seems, at least here and in many places, it kind of passed by and everyone's getting on with their lives. And for us, what is life for the devotee is a good association. All right, so from us here, we'll give our obeisances, give our respects to you all, and we'll give big
Jai Srila Bhakti-Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki Jai.
Namaste Leela Moy Prabhu. Jai, and here in the distance you see the photographs. Jai, our deities in Navadip, the photo here. Jai Saparika Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundarju ki Jai. And Jai, our great masters. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rockcock Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. And Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Jai Vishwarani Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. And Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Brinda ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari. Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Wonderful to see you all. Stay well, chant Hare Krishna, be happy, and keep good association, and we'll meet again soon. And all of you on Facebook also who are with us, of course, obeisances, and to all that you'll be seeing presently in the recorded version. Obeisances, respects to you all. Chant Hare Krishna, be happy. Jai Shri Guru, Jai Shri Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Ashchi.
Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti-Ranjan Maharaj ki Jai, Jai.
All of our quiet associates here too. Hare Krishna.
Ananda Prabhu ki Jai, Krishna Priti ki Jai, Jai. Chintamani Dham ki Jai, Govinda Pal ki Jai. Dandavat to all the Vaishnavas. Dandavat.